Chapter 12. Dantine wanders the ship. They let him out of his cell now. They let him just sort of walk around. But he's still very kind of like, he doesn't go very far. And when he does go, he only he doesn't go very far. He's just a guy. But he has tried to talk to some people, but they just count numbers. So he kind of gave up. He also started talking to someone, and he was like, "What is your name?" And they looked at him and was like, "Captain Dantine." And he was like, "No, that's me." And then they just laughed at him. So he stops trying to talk to people, and now he just shouts at them to like let off steam. He's an angry boy. And one day, he's just sort of wandering through the ship, and he finds Philemon's door randomly. It's kind of like Beatrice in RE0, where the library just kind of changes location at random. So Philemon, his little space is just moves a lot. And he finds it, and the door opens for him this time. And it's full of little lords, and the crow in the jar. And he enters, and the crow shouts at him, "Abomination," it says. And Dantine is like,
"Why, God, why?"
And then Philemon appears from the shadows and is like, "Hey bro, don't listen to the crow. He just doesn't like you because you don't have a soul, so he can't feed on you. So he's disgusted by you instead." And Dantine's like, "What the fuck? Why don't I have a soul? What is happening?" And he thinks about the way that Philemon speaks, and the way that Vaux has spoken to him previously, and how he hears the others talking. And he realizes that they all talk very calm and slow, and they kill with no purpose. And he hopes that the white consuls will kill them. And Philemon's like, "Dude, okay, they might kill us, sure. But let me tell you the strength on this vessel. There are things locked up in the basement here that you would not believe unless you saw them. Some of them frighten me. The Cardane are 7 strong, and 3 further squads of Terminators. There are 32 squads of Unbroken that fight under Vaux, another 24 under Dragon, and there's thousands of Unchanged that fight harder and longer than any human. So do not place faith in those who have already failed you once." And then Philemon tells him how they accepted the chaos onto themselves. Because Dantine is like, "How can you look in the mirror? You look awful." And Philemon's like, "We don't really care, mate. And you probably don't want to look in a mirror either, because you look pretty bad too, bud." And Dantine's like, "You were made to protect us." As in, Space Marines. And then count quick on the wit. "They were never made for that. They were made to end the galaxy." Dantine tells him that the Emperor's angels will kill them all. And Philemon says, "Maybe. But death is quite nice. You are beyond death, remember?" Because Dantine doesn't have a heart, he doesn't have a soul. He's essentially dead. He's essentially just a necromanced boy. And he seems to forget this and still think that he's human, even though he can't remember a lot of things that he thinks he should. Like, he tries to recite, Imperial ship instructions and stuff that he should know, but he just can't. He just can't do it. He's just a silly guy. And then we go to the bridge. Vaux is waiting for the phone call from the word bears. He's just chilling. He's just waiting. And Dragon's just sort of hanging about because he's Dragon. It's the word bears! He's come to tell them that the Solace is going to lead the charge, and that it's ready to be taken. And they've accepted to split the rewards equally. And Dragon's like, "No, they're not. They're gonna stab us in the back. They're gonna take everything." And then they hang up. And Vaux is like, "Dude, you can't just butt into a phone call and try and shout at everyone. That's why I muted you, so they didn't hear what you said." And Vaux is like, "The Death Guard will have to prove themselves so that we won't get taken advantage of by the word bears. But I know this, and it's fine. Also, Dragon didn't actually hear the conversation on the phone. He did try to, like, add himself to the call, but they were in, like, a private server on Discord, so he just couldn't. He just couldn't. So he's like, what did he say? And Vork says the Apostle? That he accepted the tactical situation. For a moment, I almost believed him. Where is Naum? And Dragon's like, he's proving hard to track down. I've heard that he's in the belly of the ship, but we're having trouble finding him. But I will go myself because we want him on the front lines. And that's the end of chapter 12. By the way, I also stream painting Warhammer on Twitch and have a Discord. Thank you! Like and subscribe!